AI poured Disney beverages.
What's new in Hollywood Studios?
Prince of Barry here, and we're back at Hollywood Studios because there's some hydraulics pumping here in the background of this new ice-cold hydraulics.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola?
Yes, so your number one choice of food infotainment. When something new pops up, of course, pop up we shall. Remember, she's vegan, I'm not. Let's go pump some drinks into our mouths.
We sure do. Always Coca-Cola.
You heard the girl taking it back.
A frozen Coke. Now, I'm not usually a dark soda person. I personally never opt into the dark sodas. But as we learned when we went to the rooftop Coca-Cola, when they used to serve alcohol, Coke is very strict about their products, and only their certain drinks are approved. Now, in hydraulics, it's only a Coke machine with different liquors, so you don't get the option of picking like frozen lemonade and Stoli or Fanta and Jack Daniels. You'll still have to go to the Coke stand that's over up by Hollywood and Vine. But I guess I had to get a drink, so I got a frozen Coke, because that's all you can get, with a Stoli Vanille. That is a vegan liquor. It just tastes like Coke to me. Not a fan of this. I'd rather go to Baseline and get a Mike's Mix, or go to Hollywood Brown Derby and see Ron, than get one from Hydraulics. The one over by Hollywood and Vine, they pour their liquor into their frozen drinks, so it'll be stronger than this. This is a 2 out of 5 slushies. This is definitely control poured. Is that a word? A phrase? Control poured.
It's funny that we learned at the Apex, but not this last year, but the year before, that the whole trend in like these pre-mix machines that do the pours for everybody, more efficient, however, maybe slightly less fun for the rest of us because, well, you know, you get this. Now, I was expecting that Stoli Vanilla would be like the best choice for alcohols with Coke because, you know, vanilla and Coke are like a Coca-Cola commercial and not grizzly bears, polar bears. Polar bears, what I'm looking for. But I'm not a Stoli person, I'm not a vodka person either, so I will drink it. But vodka is like one of my list of many weaknesses in life, so bottoms up, straws up. I do taste Stoli. It is very subtle. Like when I say subtle, I mean like they opened the bottle and whiffed the smell over the Coke. Well, didn't actually do, obviously the machine did it. Our AI overlords are here. This is the future of drinks at Walt Disney World. I guess AI is the new buzzword. AI poured Disney beverages. Is that a title? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that to you guys. Maybe somebody else. Maybe on Threads if you're not following us there. This, however, now that I'm done with my rant, 2.75 out of 5 claws. For $13, you might as well just walk across the street to Baseline.
I thought it was 15.
Is it 15? I thought it was 13.
No, it's 15.
$15. Just come to Baseline. Everybody's nicer here anyway, and better looking. You're all better looking, but this is not the way.
Bear got the Bacardi version of the same Coke. This is number 2 of 3 options available. This is the only other vegan option available. Jack Daniels is not vegan unless you're okay with a 14-inch wool pad through your filtering process. Your vegan mileage may vary depending on where you are, vegan or plant-based. There is a difference between the two. No, this tastes like Coke to me. I don't taste the liquor at all. I know Bear can taste it. I must be dead inside because... Oh? Okay. Maybe a small little rummy aftertaste. I don't like this one as much as the Stoli. Now that I've tasted this, I can understand the vanilla. The 2.5 out of 5 frozen Cokes. Mind you, I'm not a dark soda person, so I'm not gonna like any of this stuff anyway. I'm just trying it because you gotta keep trying to see if you still don't like something.
I really want to not blame Disney, because I want to blame Coke. Coca-Cola is as protective as their brand is, say, like the NFL. I'd say more protective of their brand than Disney's protective of their brand. Disney is protective. Coca-Cola is like iron fist. We love going to the Coca-Cola building in Disney Springs, but the fact that you can't sub anything, you can't change anything for allergies or anything else, it's just like not a fun time. Coke is like the worst mixture for alcohol, and I stand and die on that hill. Remember why I don't drink Bacardi anymore. Consumed a lot in my youth, quote unquote, after 21. Bacardi is a very consistent flavor, I'll give it that. It is very commercial and doesn't have, say, the unique flavor profile of some higher class rums. And Disney has spoiled us with all the rums you can get here in this resort. Bacardi is like, man. This makes this a whole lot of man. If you want a frozen Coke with alcohol, I guess this is the option. But with so many other options so close by, like you have beer here at Baseline, you get an Italian margarita at Rizzo's, there's never a line there. I can't see a whole lot of reason to spend $15 on one of these. Unless you're really just craving something frozen. And then you really still have the Italian margarita at Rizzo's. So I just made my own point. 2 out of 5 claws. I think I like the Stoli better.
It's a Mickey! So fun! And he's a pretzel! Woohoo! But the other vegan options besides this cute little pretzel here is the popcorn and the cotton candy. And they also have frozen Minute Maid lemonade and frozen strawberry Minute Maid lemonade. So there's that, plus your regular Minute Maid, Fanta's not vegan, and Coke, of course. As is tradition, I'm going to take the Mickey pretzel. I did not get mustard, so I'm probably going to be grabbing some from Baseline over here.
I know everyone rants and raves over the Mickey pretzel, but I really prefer the Bavarian pretzels over the Mickey pretzel. I know it's nice for the aesthetic. Everything tastes better when it's Mickey shaped. But in this case, I say go for Bavarian pretzel. You can get one, there's a location in every single park for you to get a Bavarian pretzel, and Disney Springs. Do it. This, it's Mickey. You'll have it for nostalgia. I'll give it like a 3.5 out of 5 Mickeys, but the Bavarian pretzel is really where it's at.
These poor Mickeys, we always start with the ears. I don't know what it is. We don't plan it. It's not coordinated. We just always start with the ears. And me, I always start by rubbing the salt off because I hate salted pretzels. I don't hate them. We're just not friends. Like standard Mickey pretzel. Nice and crisp on the outside, soft on the inside. No real complaints. You can get some of the cheese sauce. Obviously, the princess being vegan, we're not getting it. I'm lactose intolerant, so that cheese sauce, while I could have it, I'd be pushing my luck. It's okay, but just okay. 2.5 out of 5 claws. Here we have the Bouncin mini churros from Ice Cold Hydraulics. You can get these plain, so just regular mini churros in like a little basket. But you get them the Coca-Cola way. They're covered in Coca-Cola, a sriracha aioli, like a bourbon bacon, and scallions. It's a very interesting mix. They had me until they told me Coca-Cola over top of it. Almost feels like ruining churros. You could just give us churros like Disneyland, but no, you give us monstrosities like this. They're hard and crispy, because it's a good thing. Bacon sits nice and not like falling off. I don't feel like delicate shaking it. Take a whole bite. I'll admit, I had doubts with the bourbon bacon. I'm like bourbon bacon. I do get bourbon-ish flavor. Like it's sort of like a sweet meat, smoky sort of flavor. The sriracha aioli, it gives it a little kick. You can't really taste the sriracha too much over the churro and the bacon. It gives it like a tingle, say, back in the mouth. But as far as like spice, or spice head, like myself, I would give it 1.5 out of 10 on the spice scale. Average person, maybe 3. They're okay. The sauce, I could probably use more of it. I wish the bacon was a bit more spread out because like usually I have bacon on like these top 4 here, but no bacon on the bottom, no sauce on the bottom. So it looks pretty, but it's not evenly distributed on the rest of the churros, which is why you're paying the extra for these churros over the plain churros. Let's see if I can just like bite the insides of one. Yep. Very good churro. Not filled at all on the inside. No filling. Everything's on top. It's like a shiny hairdo on top of a regular churro. Ooh. That one's a bit spicier. Not by much. Like 2 out of 10 on the spice scale. They're okay. I wish that they had some vegan churros. There's some other parks in Orlando. I hear there are other parks in Orlando that don't have any problems making vegan churros for the masses. Somehow, this park, which is also a Hollywood-themed park, has trouble making vegan churros, but I digress. They're okay for churros. If you're craving churros, I still think the Star Wars churros and the lightsaber ones when they pop up here are better looking. These are slightly above average for a Disney churro. I'll give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. I'll eat them, but the chances of me ordering them again are pretty low. Here we have the candy painted cinnamon rolls. I really don't care what they serve these in, but this serving bin looks like a lid they had left over some other container they were supposed to give us for something else a long time ago. But these are mini cinnamon rolls topped with a Coca-Cola infused glaze and roasted nuts. What kind of nuts? No idea. Probably walnuts, but it's roasted and covered in Coke because that's what Coca-Cola does best. It covers things in Coke. You know what you all can do with Coke? You can use Coke to clean battery acid off the battery terminals in your car. Works wonderful. That's definitely something that I want to consume in food. I feel like they took the term cinnamon roll too seriously. Normally we use cinnamon rolls in most cases. The vast majority of cinnamon rolls is just covered in icing with the cinnamon, which sort of like keeps them moist and not so dried out. With this, it's just a cinnamon roll. So it's like really dry on the inside, really gritty. And that Coca-Cola topping with the toasted nuts that are also dry does not help. Just so that I don't get flamed later, let me try like a different bit, like from the bottom. Maybe it was just the top piece. The princess get a look as well. Sure, she loves how great this looks.
Okay, slide over a little bit for me. This is Mummy's beer. I'll give you your water. Here's yours.
See if this is better.
That's great.
The glaze does sort of drip to the bottom, so it's all underneath the mini cinnamon rolls. You can see like the glaze, which just looks like dried sticky Coke, which is exactly what it tastes like. This is a cinnamon roll, yes. Do I, as a bear, think that you should waste your hard-earned Disney dollars on this and eat this? Absolutely not. There are so many other delicious treats and snacks in Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios even. This is not great. I would give this 2 out of 5. It is edible, but I would not suggest it. We've been cold.
And as we stand here in front of the superior stand, which is Peavy's Polar Pipeline, we just have to appreciate the fact that the OG was better than the new G.
Yeah, we didn't appreciate the OG while it was here. Now it's still here. You can come here and get your frozen Cokes here with better options and probably slightly stronger pours.
Yes.
That's great. It's a nice stop and going into Galaxy's Edge, I guess, but this place over here is lonely. There's never a line here.
At least you can do popcorn refills over there. That's a thing.
It is. I don't know what you guys. Do you think hydraulics is in a good spot? Do you think that stand should have been something else? Like something, I don't know, a little bit more Muppets themed? As your number one choice in foodie infotainment, we want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments below if there's anything else you can see us do. That will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 Star Wars a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Woo!
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might yeet himself into Gertie and become a dinosaur?
Me and Gertie are already pals. You heard the girl.